Okay, Shalom. Do my best to attempt to be as edifying as possible with this story. It straight up pissed me off. Each time I record it, I get pissed off just reading it. But this is just another dark example that these people, these Edomites, these modern day Romans have and will continue to have a perpetual hatred of the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I'm gonna play the clip, get into the intro and everything. Lord willing, this be edifying. But yeah, this shit pissed me off.
Welcome back to Chicago. This is from the previous pitching change. Torey Lovello with Ketel Marte in tears on the pitcher's mound, waiting for the reliever to come in, consoling Ketel Marte, who was in tears. Ketel Marte in tears, kneeling down behind second base, being consoled by his teammates. Now, we can only speculate as to what bad news that Ketel has received, but he was very emotional out there as Beeks comes in to face Austin Slater, the pinch hitter, and Slater, batting for Rojas, flies out. No idea why Ketel was in tears there during the pitching change. He might be upset about his teammate Ildemaro Vargas suffering a broken foot earlier in the game, but that was unusual.
Yeah. Okay, Shalom. As always, I want to start these videos by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son for this wisdom and knowledge. That is Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash, as well as the salutations upon to the elders and apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, whom I've learned this truth under and have been laboring, helping younger brothers such as myself understand this 144% doctrine of the Bible, try to be to the point and as edifying as possible. But this just shows you, us as a nation, children, I don't know why I can't pronounce that right now. The children of Israel don't have no friends. These other nations ain't our friends, and the chief adversary of us is Esau Edom, who I would guarantee was the culprit of this sick, dark story. And it shows you if they treating these athletes like this in 2025, imagine what they were saying back in 1955, 1945. Okay, and this is why these leagues were once segregated, why you had a Negro leagues back in the day, and our people done had to catch a lot of hell throughout this integration. But it shows you as well, no matter, let me get to the story, try to stay on point. It says, Chicago, 22-year-old fan has been banned indefinitely from all MLB ballparks after yelling something about Arizona Diamondbacks second baseman Ketel Marte's late mother during Tuesday night's game against the Chicago White Sox, according to a source. Marte, 31, was brought to tears by the incident, which occurred while he was at bat in the 7th inning. Marte's mother, El Padilla Valdez, died in a car accident in the Dominican Republic in 2017. And they're still, as you see on the screen, haven't identified who the fan was, but they've banned him indefinitely. And that's a sick, cruel thing to do. And it shows you no matter how much money our people make, whether it be some type of music, athletic performance, acting, comedy, in the realm of entertainment, they're, modern day, Roman gladiators, modern day of the bread and circus games, okay, and just high paid, high level slaves, high level entertainers. But that's a fucked up thing to do. You don't talk about no one's mother, especially amongst our people, period. But someone's mother who passed away, and it wasn't just recently, that was years ago. That shows you these people, and I would be guaranteed this was an Edomite who said some sick shit like this. Okay, that shows you these people have a perpetual hatred. All right, it is sick. And let's just get a couple comments and get to the scriptures. The first one, it says, the number one thing I hate about sports is that fans, quote unquote, treat players like slaves. I've especially noticed it's gotten worse since sports gambling has gone mainstream. These people who've never been checked need to face real consequences, and it's all good. The Lord gonna give the nation of Esau Edom a check they ain't never seen before. And the second one, I'm fucking sick of this disgusting, hateful, non-caring society. And we are too, as the nation of Israel. We tired of this fucking place, man. Let's get to it. Matthew 24 verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And we seen this society is getting colder and colder and colder. All right, and but Esau, Edom, he done always been like this. Well, like I said a little bit ago, imagine what Esau was allowed to say in the stands in some of these NFL and boxing matches and all throughout these sports decades ago. Okay, but now, thanks to the internet, Thawada Yahweh Yahweh Shai, his wickedness and his cruel perpetual hatred is being revealed and recorded and broadcasted for the whole world to see, especially against the sons of Israel, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He has a deep hatred for the sons of Israel. Okay, because he might give our women benefits, but we know that that's left-handed. But his goal is to take out the men of Israel, and he has a perpetual jealousy and hatred going back to Jacob and Esau, and even stemming back to Cain and Abel. All right, and let's get another one, because this man's society, or his wickedness, pursuant to Psalms 37:35, has spread all over the world like the green bay tree. But we can see this is not a place you want to raise your children in, where stories like, no matter his mother passed away, and even in spite of that, this man still had the ability to become a star in Major League Baseball, and Esau uses that as a weapon of hate. And clearly, as most men would be, that would mess you up. You're trying to do your job, and someone brings up your mother passing away in an accident years ago. This is just another example what our people got to deal with, no matter how ranked up in this society, this wicked society they are. Okay, but it's all good, because just like the children of Edom ain't give a damn about our people's blood, sweat, and tears, our misery, our woes, the same coming to them. Okay, the Lord going fill their cup double to you Edomites, you modern day Romans. Ezekiel 35 verse 3. We'll go from 3 to 9 and then close off on verse 15 in the same chapter. And say unto it, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it that passeth out, in him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with slain men. In thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return. And ye shall know that I am the Lord. Skipping down to verse 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of Israel, of the house of Israel, talking about so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, the southern kingdom mainly being, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so-called blacks, so-called Jamaicans, so-called Haitians, and then the northern kingdom mainly so-called Hispanics and Native Americans. You inherited us by way of the sword in slavery. Continuing, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Okay, so all this hatred you done shown and it expressed amongst the children of Israel, that was according to the Lord's anger. All right, but the Lord gonna give us that same portion double. We gonna show his anger on you in the kingdom to come. All right, and this is just a sick story, man. Jake just over here trying to do his job and entertain you Romans while your empire collapses, and this man gonna have the audacity to bring up his mother that fatally passed away in a car accident almost a decade ago. It's sick, and it shows you these people aren't our friends. These other nations aren't our friends. They are our enemies, and chiefly Esau, Edom. And that perpetual hatred they showed on us is going to be coming to them too. I hope this was as edifying as it could be. This is a sick story. Another day in Babylon. Shalom.